I don't really want to be doing this right now because I've literally just woken up. I've been urged on to say that, you know, angels and demons exist, and if we were open to believing in different realms and different moments in time, timelines, swapping and hopping, at the minute, source energy and the underworld, or agents, whatever you want to call them, works through humans. And I'm very, very grateful to have been gifted some angels over the past couple of years. And long time angels as well. And what I mean is, if we start to interpret the reason why people come into our lives and start to ask questions to ourselves, or someone might be coming with a specific message to deliver. Oh, I'm so tired. Right, I'll give you an example. So someone's very connected to their own self, their higher self, their spiritual practices. No bias here, just however we connect, you know, we can all work together in the name of the highest good, the highest outcome for ourselves and our families and the collective. And when somebody we know in our life is lying, whether it's a malicious lie or whether there's just like sneaky cheaty stuff that they're ashamed, unfortunately, to tell you or whatever, because of their own guilt or their own stuff in their own bodies, which they need to work through. Nobody else can erase that from us. We have to do that work ourselves. Other people in our life might start to, well, spirit will start to give us messages in signs, in numbers, in nature, as I've mentioned before, and in people. And so, for example, if we're in a situation where we know someone's not telling us the full truth, and then someone that we've met 2 or 3 days later, randomly out of the blue, sends us a song about telling the truth, or gonna tell you, 2-2 on the clock, 2-2-2 on the clock. None of this is coincidence, nothing is random. We can be spontaneous, you know, we can take our lives into our own hands and we all have free will. But there are a very set of ordained plans and things that happen if we believe, or if we are assigned, or if we accept. I think it's more about, everybody has a mission. Not many people accept it because we don't know how to tap into ourselves, our higher self, our depth. We're not taught it from a young age, and so we end up pushing those potential objectives or life goals out the way as children because we become part of the system and we get bogged down with all the fake history and stuff that they, or confusing and chaotic energies that surround the television and various things. And basically, this is a time where everything is heightened, you know, whether we believe there is a 3D ascension up to 5D or not, whether we believe the world has now been gridded with a 5D protective shield because of the things that are due to enter our system, our collective auric field, which is the greater galaxies and universes, i.e. people talking about the alien invasion. I mean, the stuff already exists on the planet that will come to light, and we don't need to worry about how it manifests. But there's so much that has been hidden from us, whether we've put illusion spells on ourselves or whether they've been cast on other people or not, or by the higher ups. But we need to be looking at this as much more of a game, again, one that's not taken so seriously, but in the grand scheme of things, times are very serious right now. And so rooting in love, like, I don't know whether this video will come out before another one that I put out, but love is the strongest, most protective, most powerful vibration. And the more that we forget ourselves, the more that we care for others above our own needs, the more that we want someone else's love more than giving our love to ourselves, You know, I've been on a massive transformation. I always knew I was a giver, and I hold a very powerful love inside of me because I've been gifted that through birth and through the family that I've been surrounded by and the friends and the soul family that have come into my life over the past 39 years. That is what kept me alive. That is what is keeping me alive. Love. People want to think this is all hippy-dippy bullshit chat. It ain't, mate. There's universal law. For every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there is an effect. The laws of polarity. And right now, I'm not sure that people are prepared to see and to hear in the physical or in the dream state or whatever is, whichever level realm people are tapped into. But we must be aware of the spiritual significance and the spiritual existence whilst we're alive. Otherwise, as I said before, we limit ourselves, we miss messages, we hinder our expansiveness and our gifts. And this is all because of us wanting to give our love away. Like, once I started to reassess my circle around me and look at things, and yeah, people can love you and want to be like, yeah, Victoria, hey, you know, fine, let's meet up, blah blah blah, but it's the people that follow through. You know, we can't keep being the ones to reach out and connect. We can't keep being the ones to talk at people or try to convince anybody of our worth. No, once we pull back, go through a dark night of the soul, go through whatever it is, darker moments, or just learning to love our solitude. So there doesn't have to be any darkness involved in that, just being, loving our own company and own self. We start to invest that love in our own body. In every single cell of our body starts to radiate with love because we're not giving it out to people who do not appreciate it. It's not a question of whether we love people, whether we've fallen in or out of love. If someone does not appreciate you, if someone does not appreciate us, because I'm part of a collective, I'm definitely part of a soul group, and I'm here to be part of, leaders. I'm a leader. I'm among leaders. I've never been so satisfied with the depth of conversation that I've had, even in Jamaica. I've never ever met deeper souls. Some of the people that have had gifted me with their time and presence and conversation has been absolutely awe-inspiring. I'm satiated at a soul level in ways that I never ever thought possible, and I believe that shows in my energy. Now, if people don't appreciate me, why would I allow them access to any of that magic that I have? Because love is magic. Love is faith. Love is the power to overcome. People want to laugh at me or channeling or talking like this because, you know, you're going to probably only see my hair and my mouth now. It's because I got up from a very, very deep dream state and I've had to put the light on because I couldn't film in the dark. I'm not awake yet. I'm in another place and I've just come back to earth to deliver this message. We've got to stop looking at the outside world as needing validation or what not stop us from living our authentic path. If you've got something to say and it's for your highest good and it's for the highest good of the collective, whether you swear or not ain't the issue. If it's rooted in love, if it's rooted in wanting to support without, you know, depleting our own energy, you got to do it. We have to do it. We have to wake up from this illusion that is being broken globally. We can cast spells on ourselves and other people can cast spells around us. This year is breaking that illusion like never before. Things are going to come out in the entertainment industry, which is a load of bullshit anyway, because entertainment is created out of Babylon. Distractions and needing to distract from the self and the sacred journey of path and the connection to nature. I'm not saying that I've never watched films and I don't love what I've learned through certain things over time, but if I never saw another film again, I would make another way in my life. I would connect to nature more and I'd make my own films and I'd grow into a beautiful, loving life and family of creating my own little theatrical things in the gardens or whatever. Everything is a distraction. This journey is a solo path until we meet in divine union and we can expand into it. But until then, even in that moment, we cannot lose ourselves in another person. in another mission, in another energy or entity, we can combine and become stronger and radiate that out for the collective good, for our future legacies, to rebalance the karmic, debt that we've accumulated over one lifetime, this lifetime, or other lifetimes. But if we keep looking outside for answers, if we keep looking outside to give our love to somebody, no, we're going to feel shit. We're going to miss opportunities, and we're going to carry on going loopity-loop in these karmic circles. And this is a number 8 year, this is a dragon year, this is properly burning any karmic cycles and patterns that we see in ourselves. It's happening because our mental scape is changing. The way we observe the world around us, the way we observe ourselves has changed. Can't keep going round and round and round and I'll try and give you an example. Right, white pasta, white things, a lot of them are starched, bleached, and have got sugar and stuff. No judgment to anyone else, but unless it's handmade, I've always tried to minimise that and been having brown rice pasta and things like that. Recently, with changes in things, I've had a few more cravings for white pasta or whatever. My body doesn't like it. My body reacts to it. I'm not going to sit here explaining certain things. So we start to measure what we put into ourselves, because if we are not looking after our physical body, which is the vessel through which SoS speaks, doing shitty things to ourselves, and I'm not saying I don't, and I'm not going to ever do that again, but yes, we have to limit ourselves. We can't be indulging in things every single day. If we want to rise and ascend, even tap water, people don't realise why it's important, because the pineal gland, heavy metals in our body affect our density, and the lighter we are, the more messages we can get from higher source energy, which gives us this expansive, amazing, wonderful, abundant amount of messages coming through to help us, because that then helps the people around us, because our vibration is better, healed, healing, love. If we continue to do things every single day that are detrimental to our physical body, then this vessel will cease, and therefore our divine purpose, our sacred mission purpose, is cut short, and that is our own choice. So whether we decide to accept the mission or not, it's up to us. As I said, we're not taught that we have these missions, but everybody has a sacred purpose. This is why Malidoma Patris Tomei and everything about the Dogon and the Dagara people and the Candomblé and tribes, the way we used to live, everybody is born, and the elders know, born into that circle, into that space, into that community with a purpose. And it's up to the elders and the beautiful people who are around that child, around this new, to tease that beautiful sacred purpose out of this child. But no, in the society that Babylon has created, everybody is created with everybody is one, seem not to be equal, because they pit people off against like the sports people, the academics, the artists, the creatives, when we are all of that. I know that because I'm a very agile, athletic person. I have a good brain, and I can do a few artistic things, and I'm actually quite scientific, maths, logical brain. We've got all of that. I'm not the only one that's tapping into this and opening up the realms of possibility inside our own physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual bodies, auric fields. All right, I've got to stop because there's lots coming through, but please see people around us as messengers. See people for who they are, not what we want them to be. If we've done the work, we don't need potential. We've all been in relationships where you've hoped for, seeing someone's potential, but at the end of the day, it just shoots us. We shoot ourselves in the foot by keep on holding on that this person's going to be in alignment. No, we find our own alignment, and then we attract everybody that is meant for us. And anyone outside of that who doesn't reciprocate our energy, whatever, fuck off, good riddance, and that's said with love and respect, but we don't need anybody that doesn't want to support us on our journey. We do not need anybody who does not share innocent, genuine, sensitive, heartfelt, honest love. If integrity doesn't come as part of love, it was never true love. And me looking back at certain things, I think, fuck, thank God. Thank whoever's been looking after me. Thank myself for waking myself up of a spell and illusion. because I wanted love from an external source. Once we start giving it to ourselves, and if we know our love is powerful, it will show. It will show in our expansion. It will show in how we're growing. It will show in our attitude and energy to life. And I say attitude, not saying we don't swear or get angry. Like yesterday, I had a very real life situation. I was on the public train early in the rising, which is not how I like to rise to the day. 8 a.m. Someone's come on fanning about in their own world. Okay, go to sit down, but like the train's gone and they've stomped on my toe and almost come onto me, like fully on my arm and on my upper chest. And because I was in my own space in a meditative sort of place, don't usually like to talk too much in the rising, so this is, annoying for me right now. Come on to me, so I've gone, fuck, because she's literally just slammed her toe on my, what, am I not meant to react? I'm not at Buddha stage yet, so someone comes out of the blue at 8 o'clock in the rising, when I was on my own space, having a nice little time on the train, someone comes and stamps on my toe and pushes their whole body onto me. I need one of those stickers, not the one that says I'm carrying our baby on board. And I need a sticker that says sensitive on board. Without even saying sorry, because I reacted and I was like, for fuck's sake. She was like, we didn't say sorry. She just said, you don't need to swear. Wrong person to say that to, love, at this moment in my life where I am who I am. I said, I can swear when I fucking like to, thank you very much. Now, people might think this is all about you've got to be out there spreading love and light and da-da-da. No. NPCs or people in the Babylon Matrix system don't see what I'm up to. I see this girl got a Louis Vuitton bag and all that shit. We're not on the same program, and her vibration and mine do not mesh. I've triggered something in her because I swore, I reacted to her stomping on my foot. Yeah, accidentally. That doesn't stop me from reacting. And she telling me what to do. We cannot go round telling people what to do. We can't go round expecting other people to change for us. We have to move in the ways that are authentic to what we need to be spreading, love, and that may not have been love, but it's honesty, it's truth. You can't expect people to go around not swearing at you when you do something in their physical space, in their spiritual body. Like, that is just entitlement, and this world has become so entitled now with people expecting this, that and that of the other, and you've got to have manners and you've got to do. No, come as you are, and if someone gets you on a bad day, just say sorry if you step on someone's toe, rather than telling them that they shouldn't swear. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, I don't want to bring that energy into this lovely rising message or morning, but it's intense right now, as you can see. So yeah, some of the seers, some of the people I'm connected to right now are having a lot of intense dreams, downloads in the middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. But this is not a time to give up on our authentic voice. However that comes across to other people, if we're strong enough in ourselves, we do not take things personally. Give your love that you give away to other people, undeserving of it, to yourself, to ourselves, and we will rise in our power right now. And this is the protective force that we need to stop any of the darker energies and entities coming into our physical spaces, houses. It's important. It's important to cleanse. It's important to know this. It's important to know that eating living foods more than dead things will be how we survive. We can't keep eating dead things with no nutritional value. It's just, it's a waste of time. All right, peace and love. Bye.